Well, Mr. Fox will certainly be missed, but with change comes opportunity. In 2013, Richland voters elected Gregory Jones to Richland City Council Position 7. Mr. Jones has been a resident of Richland for the past 37 years. He attended college at Oregon State University and graduated with a bachelor's degree in science and nuclear engineering technology. He has worked in the nuclear industry for almost 40 years and currently is the Nuclear Safety Specialist Team Lead for the Richland Operations Office for the Department of Energy.
Good evening. My name is Greg Jones, and I've lived here in the Tri-Cities for over 30 years. As an elected official, I consider that the residents, I'm elected by them. I'm here to serve them in the best interest of the city, and that's a balancing act. And so I've always told people, please feel free to contact me personally. We'll have an email website for the city. And one of the things I promised in my campaign was to be open, honest, and transparent. Open, honest, and transparent to me means we may not always agree, or you may not always agree with the decisions that I make or recommend to the rest of the council members. But at the same token, you'll understand why. And understanding why gives the residents the ability to have discussions because there's always a plus and minus side to almost any issue. And as long as at least they understand the basis for the decision, again, we may not always agree, but we'll have the opportunity to have that discussion. And I think the discussion interaction with the residents is critical to the success of being a councilman or council member, as well as the overall city government. You identified that there's no fiscal impact associated with the approval of the overall master plan. However, to go implement this, there will have to be funds be allocated toward the park improvements. My almost 2 years on the Parks and Recreation Commission afforded me the opportunity to see how the Richland city government actually worked. As a commissioner, of course, the commissions are a sub-tier of the council, and we make recommendations based on our evaluations and working with city staff to make, hopefully, the best decision we can for the city government. Seeing how that worked, it really excited me to be not only on the recommendation side, but also to be able part of the decision process. And making those decisions empowers us to be excited, to be passionate, and actually look for opportunities for improvement throughout the course of the whole city government process. And so that's really what prompted me to do that. As part of my campaign, I've always talked about three main things that are important to me. And I believe that working with Cindy Johnson, the manager, along with the council and executive leadership team, they've done an excellent job in the past couple of years that I've been personally involved, and I'm really excited about working with them. But three main areas that I focused on during my campaign, and I want to continue to do that, is I feel very responsible that we need to maintain our financial stability without incurring serious more debt. And we have some very challenging times ahead of us. We have a lot of capital projects. We have the Dupertail Bridge, the Keene Road Extension, Stephen Road Extension, a lot of these other capital improvement projects that will require us to be creative in the way we manage our financial stability and still maintain the opportunity for growth. The other part was economic vitality. This is one where I would like to see us focus more on the uptown shopping center area. The other thing that's important is, and I really appreciate talking with the Chancellor of WSU, since we've gotten WSU here, we need the capability and the means by which we attract and retain young talent. So those are the three main areas that I personally would like to focus on in my first couple of years here as a councilman. I wanted to thank the residents that voted for me and demonstrated their confidence in my abilities and experience, and I hope to prove to them worthy of their vote. And so the biggest thing I want the residents of Richland to know is I'm here for them, and I will do my best to serve them in my tenure for 2 years on the City Council.
Greg enjoys spending time with his family and several outdoor activities, including hunting, fishing, and golfing. Greg is an avid bowler and even bowled collegiately for Oregon State University.
Go Beavers.
And interestingly enough, Greg bowled for Oregon State the same time Richland Parks planner Dave Bryant bowled for the University of Oregon. That's pretty cool.